Hey, what's going on? It is yours truly, Timothy J. Jones. Thank you for stopping by the State of the NFL podcast. I ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is a channel where we talk about some of the hottest topics in all of the NFL.
You know, we got to talk about somebody that hasn't got paid yet. And one of the most ugliest contract negotiations in recent memory, I'm talking Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons still has not been paid by the Dallas Cowboys. And I just don't understand it for the life of me. I mean, I don't know if this is, a ratings, pull, or we know how the Dallas Cowboys like to be in the tabloids. They like to be front and center on Monday Morning Quarterback. I don't know if they're just doing this to make this man sweat, or they just know that, okay, man, we just want to dominate these storylines. I don't know, because it just does not make sense. Like, tell me if this makes sense to you. All right. If I told you, man, a guy who is looking for a new contract, right? He's looking to be the highest paid defensive player. These are his stats. Okay. Micah Parsons, for the most part, since he has come into the league, has played in every single game. Last season, he played in 13 games. But check out these stats. 30 solo tackles, 13 assists, 43 total tackles, 12 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 pass deflection. In 13 games, this man still had double-digit sacks. You got guys that play all season and don't sniff double-digit sacks. This man, 14, 15, 16, 17, he missed 4 games, and this man still had double-digit sacks. And yet, Jerry Jones is acting like Micah Parsons grows on trees or something. I don't get it. And I think it has everything to do with the fact that, Jerry Jones wants to establish his power. He wants to flex his muscle. And this has been the issue with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the reason why the Dallas Cowboys are a joke. Yes, I just said that. They are a joke. No disrespect to any Dallas Cowboy fan out there. But y'all know what the deal is, man. You have a lot of pride in your football team, which you should. I mean, the history of the Dallas Cowboys is well documented. But over the last few years, we know that the Dallas Cowboys been making it off nostalgia alone. And honestly, this is the reason why they can't take a step forward. And all of the teams that are in the East, for the most part, just run circle around them. Yeah, they're competitive with them in the regular season, but when it's time to really put your big boy pants on, when it's, excuse my French, nut cutting time, that's the reason why they fall flat. Jerry Jones continues to get in the way of progress for the Dallas Cowboys. Don't take my word for it. I mean, go take a look at legendary actor Denzel Washington talking about it. I mean, Denzel Washington, who is a big-time Dallas Cowboy fan, nodding his head in disgust at what he sees from the Dallas Cowboys. And I must admit, I'm nodding my head too, because I don't understand it. All 31 other teams would love to have a player like Micah Parsons on the team. If they had to pay Micah Parsons, they're wondering, where do we need to draw up this contract and how much? Because this is a guy that can be a difference maker for your team. This is a guy that can be an impactful player for your team. When you need a play late in games, this is a guy that you're relying on. Everybody talks about how much of a freak this guy is. I can remember Teron Armstead talking about Michael Parsons. Teron Armstead, one of the best left tackles in the last 5 to 10 years in the NFL, talking about how tough it is to go up against a guy like Michael Parsons. That's a well-respected left tackle right there. Everybody can see the talent. I don't understand what's taking Jerry Jones so long. Now, if you don't know what's going on, it basically started back in March. Apparently, Jerry Jones and Michael Parsons kind of talked a little bit. I call it a little smoke-filled room type negotiation where, it's off the record maybe. Okay, let's reach an agreement. Me and you, mano y mano, right? They supposedly reached a deal. Both guys were happy. And then Michael Parsons goes to his agent, David Mugoletta. Mugoletta says, you know what, Micah? I don't think so, right? And he goes to Jerry Jones and says, thanks, but no thanks. I'm talking Mugoletta. But I just think about this, right? So this whole contract negotiation happened in March. It happened in March. And it was around the same time Myles Garrett got paid. And at the time before TJ Watt got paid, he was the highest paid pass rusher in the NFL. So I'm wondering to myself, maybe David Mugheletta probably knew that maybe somebody like Myles Garrett can set the market. And maybe Jerry Jones were trying to get ahead of the curve where, I don't know, if Myles Garrett get paid 40, maybe I can get him for a low price of 37, right? I can save a couple $1 million in that deal. And Mugheletta probably knew that. So he's doing what's best for his client, not for the Dallas Cowboys, not for their organization. And to me, I felt like that was where everything just started to unravel because, man, these billionaires, they got egos, right? How dare you make me look ridiculous? How dare you try to make a fool out of me, right? And we have been in this negotiation situation for months now. We see Micah Parsons on the sidelines with a hoodie on, looking disinterested. The last game when they played against the Atlanta Falcons, he had his Dallas Cowboys outfit like turned inside out. He's on the sidelines laying down sleep, because this guy doesn't understand it. And we all know about the note that he wrote to the Dallas Cowboys and also to the fans requesting that he be traded. Jerry Jones, instead of him trying to negotiate and work things out with Micah Parsons, he has a sit-down interview with Stephen A. Smith, basically giving out like I own you type vibes because, he was talking about, we have him for the next 3 years, even threatening to franchise tag the guy. So basically saying like, we own you and there's nothing you can do about it. That's not the type of energy that you want to have. Now, I get it. I think when it comes down to contract negotiations, I think Jerry Jones loves this time of year. He likes that because he likes to flex his muscle. He likes to – it's one of those times where he really just shows like, man, this is the reason how I was able to attain the Dallas Cowboys because I'm a rough, shrewd operator, right? I do what's fair, but at the same time, I want people to understand that I'm Jerry freaking Jones. And having that type of attitude is the reason why the Dallas Cowboys still talking about 1995. The same reason why I think, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been Lee who mentioned Will Smith standing in that living room on the final episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What if I told you that year was the last time the Dallas Cowboys made the Super Bowl? And that's the reason why. Until Jerry Jones does what's best for the team instead of looking at himself and trying to big up himself. Like everybody knows Jerry Jones. He's one of the most well-known owners in the NFL. Jerry Jones is must-see television every single week because we know if the Dallas Cowboys getting beat to sleep on TV, they're going to pan up to the luxury box to see Jerry Jones' expression. It has become about as standard as you watching a football game. Like, they're going to pan up to the luxury box to see how Jerry Jones' emotions are. Like, no other owner gets that type of treatment. But you got to be able to get out your own way. Like, we know that you own the Dallas Cowboys. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's right for Micah Parsons. I'm like, this is going on long enough. This is going on long enough. And I would hate to see Micah Parsons, who can contribute to the Dallas Cowboys, be sitting out. This is a young guy in his mid-20s. He's in his prime. And the Dallas Cowboys, they need leadership on the defensive side of football. So what are they going to do? I'm hoping that this is one of those situations where maybe Jerry Jones is just looking to get some attention and he knows all along he's going to pay Micah Parsons. Maybe want to see him sweat a little bit to show that he is Jerry Jones. But that ain't the type of energy that's going to win you games. That's not the type of energy that's going to ingratiate yourself with your players. And once again, that's the reason why people are very concerned, if they're Dallas Cowboy fans, about what the Dallas Cowboys are going to be until Jerry Jones is no longer a part of the team, which we know, and I hope this is long down the line, he's no longer with us. And that's what people are thinking. But he got to be able to get out his own way and pay this man. And if you're not going to pay him, then allow him to go somewhere else, because people are offering first-round draft picks for him. They're offering first-round draft picks. I believe the Green Bay Packers was looking to acquire him, willing to send a first-round pick for him. And I'm pretty sure a lot of teams would be happy to have a player like Micah Parsons. So, let's just hope that they get this thing done, man. Man, stop acting like y'all ain't see Jerry Jones in that picture. He really think he owned Michael for real. Hey, that was giving off those type of vibes, especially when Stephen A. Smith, and I don't want to make this about that, man, but I'm just saying what people can perceive that as. I'm pretty sure maybe when he was talking like that, maybe it was just a way of he was looking at it from a leverage standpoint. Like, yeah, you can sit, you can soak, you can turn your uniform inside out, you can do all those things, but you're still under contract. And until I decide that I want to rather move you or pay you, you belong to us. Like that's the type of vibes it was giving off. So when people have these type of conversations, like that's not really helping the cause. It's actually justifying how people may feel about how these NFL players can look in certain cases. You already know what I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. Maybe he didn't feel that way. Maybe he was just looking at it from a contractual standpoint. But I'm just telling you what the energy looks like and what that can be perceived as. So got to be careful, especially in this world. Packers, Ravens, and Bills have all sent deals. Yeah, because they understand the talent, Lee. They understand the talent that Micah Parsons possesses. Like he's a talented guy, man. 13 games, he has 12 sacks. You got guys who played, played 3-4 years and still can't get double-digit sacks. Can't get 12 sacks total. And this man didn't even play a full season and gave you 12 sacks. So imagine what he would have did if he would have played in those other 4 games. Probably would have had 20 sacks.